So you mentioned just briefly also this idea of challenges. So can you just explain, maybe Mike, for listeners, how and why you came up with having these monthly challenges for each of your
Yeah,
rides?
the challenges are an excuse. That's probably the best way to think of them. I think for a lot of people, they get involved in the thing and they have a direction, and learning to ride a bike is a journey. You do your CBT or equivalent and move on to doing direct access stuff, and you have this kind of path, and then at the end of it, there is well, what do I do now? Because I don't have anyone telling me what to do, and it's not the same for everyone. Obviously, some people are very intrinsically motivated to get out there by themselves, but I think sometimes you just need a purpose to make something a little bit either more interesting, a little bit more challenging, or to be able to share it with someone else.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it early on. Is as Mike says, yeah, it is an excuse to kind of get out on your bike, but it's also not always easy to get out on your bike. There is sometimes it's just easier, more convenient to get in your car, or instead of putting on all of your gear and your helmet and getting the bike out, and that can feel like a little bit of effort, but you never regret having gone out for a ride. Like, it's always worth it. And sometimes I think riding a bike can be so good for you and your mental health. And it is similar to exercise in that, you never regret doing a workout. You never regret going out for a ride. You always come back feeling a bit better, even if it's not gone particularly well, or, you find that your skills are a bit rusty or whatever. I bet you'll still feel better for it.